Let's do a dewy winter makeup look. Now, I have some of the new makeup products that I have recently bought and some of my favorite products. We are gonna achieve a splash of color on these eyes. That's what I'm aiming. And very beautiful dewy skin. I have some open pores over here and then a lot of dryness on my face and on my forehead. Can you see? These things only happen when I have dryness on my face. So let's prep the skin beautifully and do a beautiful makeup, and I'm gonna guide you through step by step. So without a further delay, let's get started. Come. Done with lenses, now using Bioderma for moisturization. Now here's the point, I can officially tell you that Bioderma works beautifully under the makeup. Now I like to set my brows before I do my makeup. In fact, I should be doing it before moisturizer as well. So if you can, please do it. I don't know what I thought or maybe I missed over here. I am using this Caudalie mist. I'm still, trying this one, how it works under the makeup and onto the makeup. This is actually like a refreshing mist as of now to me. I'm using the Simply Nams corrector. I'm going to give you all the product details in the description. Right now, I want you to focus on the technique. I have color corrected my eyes. Now I'm using a lighter colored concealer to set the base for my eye makeup. Now I am not aiming to put a lot of colors on my eyes. I want to get the color but in a very subtle way. So here I am using an eyeshadow which is exactly or almost my skin color so that it nullifies all the pigmentation. And my eyes should look like my skin shade only. That's it. Or maybe one shade lighter. That's it. Now here I'm aiming for reverse eyeliner. I'm applying this dark green gel based eyeliner so that it doesn't budge, it doesn't go anywhere. Now I'm building it little by little because I don't know how much I want to color my eyes. So at this point, I was just checking if half is enough or full is enough. Now when I got the surety that full was looking enough, so I started building it, but I kept it very little, very thin actually, I should say. Now here I'm taking half lash. I only cut the full lash into half because I wanted my eyes to look little winged and beautiful from the end. You can also apply a full lash as per your need, but if you have hooded eyes, just take a half lash only. Here I'm taking this duochrome sort of eyeshadow from McGrath palette. Now this one has hints of golden, green and silver. I'm applying it on the top part of my lid and will take it to the arch of my brow so that it shines beautifully. At this point, I'm leaving the eyes. I'm just starting my base and then I'll come back to the eyes after I'm done with my under eye concealers and everything. Let's get into the base now. So the idea is to make the base, the foundation, everything lay down completely on my face, and then I'll decide how much I want to contour my eye, basically put the brown under the eye. Here I've applied the Huda Beauty primer on my open pores and laugh lines area. Now I'm applying the highlighter from Saie Beauty. In order to make my base look dewy, I need to apply it on the bony part of my face. So here I'm applying it. You can also apply it on the middle of the forehead, but I have open pores over there, so I'm not applying it over there. Now, I want to apply it under the base. That's why I've applied the liquid illuminator under the base. Now I'm doing my color correction with dark color concealer. And now I'm using this Shiseido skin tint. Now, there is one thing about this skin tint, and that is as much as you are going to blend it, it takes your skin shade. Okay, so you need to check this in store in order to buy this foundation. But this is beautiful, lays down beautifully and is very radiant as well. Recently I found it and I completely love this one. Now this is my new bronzer. This is from Milk. I am happy with this bronzer because it doesn't move, it doesn't goes anywhere, it is easy to apply, but it is very expensive. So I should say you can find a substitute of this one, but right now I'm loving it. I just bought it in Black Friday sale. So here I am applying these products and trying to review these products for you. Okay, so far it is good, it is nice, not bad. Okay, now I'm using this MAC Glow Play blush. I really like the color of this one. This is so subtle. When you have such color on your eyes, such dark colors, such glittery eyes. You want your face to look very minimal. You don't want a lot of colors on your face. And this is what this blush does to me. So I really like using this. And I hope you are checking the technique over here that I have not applied the lighter concealer before. Now I'm applying it because I don't want the blush lines and I want the lighter color concealer to blend into the colors of my face. So that's what I'm trying to do over here. But something happened. I think I touched my base. So there is one spot that I will talk about later. So now I'm using this Fenty Beauty powder that I just bought and I'm powdering my face. Over here, I'm just gonna show you how it looks with powder, without powder. I'm yet to confirm how this powder is because I've used it only once. But I think I need my time to give you the proper review of this powder. Right now, this is what it looks like with powder and without powder. And at this point, I realized I might have touched my face and I got a spot which was okay by the end of the makeup. But this is what it looks like right now. Now here you can see that spot. Now I'm spraying Fix Plus. I want just everything to blend in together with the Fix Plus. Now I'm using the under eye brown eyeshadow. This is why I like to use my brown eyeshadow later once I'm done with the concealer because I want to see the feeling, how contour my eyes should look. Should I give more color? Should I make them look bigger? Because the brown makes your eyes look bigger and how much effect of brown I want, that's what I decide after the concealers. Now I'm doing my brows. Here my husband is feeding me lunch because it was lunchtime and I wasn't able to eat anything. So just applying my favorite Dior blush. I just love this blush because how it makes you look like you're blushing from within. It's almost like a skin color. That's why I really apply it in all of my looks. Now I'm using the Laguna bronzer and this is the second time I've applied it in this video. And at this point, it will be totally safe to say that Laguna is one of the best powder bronzer that I have tried so far. In fact, I love it more than the Hoola bronzer and I am in a safe space now with Laguna. It was the best choice that I made. Now, when I say Charlotte Tilbury is for touching purpose, that's what I'm doing over here. I'm just touching it up little bit on the under eyes. We as a makeup artist, we know that you need little bit of powder after the makeup because everything merges in and then you need little bit of more color to pop your eyes. That's why we use Charlotte Tilbury in the end. And doing my lip now. And the last step is the highlighter. This is a very expensive highlighter. However, you can use anything. I love MAC Soft and Gentle. I'm just using it because I want to finish it. I just don't end up finishing it. That's why I've used it. I hope you like this look. Please let me know in the comments. This is without any filter, filmed on my iPhone camera. And I hope you like it. I shall see you in next one. Bye.